Hello there. Well, I don't know if you've thought about it or not, but Valentine's Day is just around the corner. Now, I know that a lot of people don't get crazy about Valentine's Day or excited about it. There's lots of different opinions about it, but in our home, we love Valentine's Day and we love celebrating Valentine's Day. It'll always have a special place in my heart because over 30 years ago, that is the day that Kyle proposed to me, was on Valentine's Day. And that is a very hilarious, funny story that I might have to do in another video and share with you about that. But for today, what we're gonna talk about is doing that, celebrating Valentine's Day. Let me tell you something, if you have someone like I do, who you are, like I said, we've been married 30 years and we still are in love with each other. He's my best friend. We enjoy being together. We enjoy spending time together, and we enjoy celebrating the love that we have for each other. And if you have that with someone, you should celebrate that because that is a blessing. And you know what? Not everyone is able to enjoy that. So that's what we do. And you know, like I said, we've been together for a long time and we've tried the fancy restaurants and the fancy dinners and, you know, all the different things that ideas you can come up with for Valentine's Day. But our favorite thing to do after all these years is we like to celebrate Valentine's Day in just the privacy, the coziness of our own home, where we can listen to whatever music we want. We can have candles, we can have whatever meal we want. We know exactly where it came from. And you know what? Sometimes we might get takeout and just bring it home. I don't have to cook every meal, but we still like to be home. You know, the crowds are crazy. You have to wait in line forever, sometimes even to get in. So, you know what? There's never a line here at our house. And I love to cook and he loves to eat. So it's a great combination. But tonight, what I want to talk to you about is this is something really fun that you can do with your sweetie. It's a little bit different, you know, it's not the same old thing. If you kind of want to just spice it up a little bit or try something different, this is great because it's so easy to prepare for and it's delicious. We're going to do chocolate fondue tonight. And maybe you've never heard of fondue before. Well, this video is for you because we're going to show you how simple and easy it is to do. We're doing a chocolate fondue. Now, there's all different kinds of recipes. You can get very, very simple to very, very elaborate as far as your recipes go and the types of chocolate that you use. But what we're going to focus on here at Cook It for Two is we're going to focus on just something that's simple, easy for you to throw together, and you can sit down and then have a really nice evening with your sweetie. All I did was I put in just the chocolate wafers. Now, I did get a top quality. I got the Ghirardelli because that is a really, really good brand of chocolate. And so that's what we're using tonight. I did a little bit of the milk chocolate and a little bit of the dark chocolate. We each kind of like those. So I put a little combination together to please both of us. And then it's in a fondue pot. Okay, if you don't have one of these, you could do like a double boiler on the stove, get it good and melted, and then just sit it, you know, on a pot holder on your table. You can get these like what I have on Amazon, really, really cheap. So like I said, it doesn't have to be elaborate. Put your chocolate in there, and what you want to do is make sure you have all of your fixings ready before you do your chocolate, because once that chocolate is warm, you know, hot and melted, you're going to want to eat it right then. Don't let it set up. So I'm going to share with you what we're using, what we like, but you know what? It's your kitchen and you can do whatever you want. You just let your mind go crazy with what kind of things you would like for your fondue. Now, this is chocolate. It's sweet, but as far as fondue goes, just to let you know in case you don't, you know, you can do meat. There's a fondue where you cook meat, different types of meat. There's all different kinds of cheeses that you can do. There's like marshmallow cream fondue, I mean caramel. There are tons of choices. Don't think you're limited just to chocolate. Go crazy with it. Do whatever you like. But what we're gonna do tonight is, these are just little fondue sticks, and it comes, you know, with your set. So what you'll do is, we have a plate here, and what we'll do is, you just, you know, take your, say you want a strawberry, you're gonna put your fork in it, and you're going to dip it down in your chocolate and eat it. That's all you do. We have strawberries, we have blueberries, pineapple, blackberries, raspberries. Most of this is pretty much for me. Kyle's not a huge fruit person, but dipped in chocolate, he'll eat it. And you can do apples, green apples, red apples, grapes are good in it. We've done those before. And then I also have over here, there's some pound cake that I've just cut into little heart shapes just to be cute, and some graham crackers. You know, we have some savory stuff too, because the salty in that chocolate, oh my gosh, it's so good. So we have some Pringles, we have some club crackers that we can use as savory to dip into the chocolate. All right, so now my mouth is watering from telling you all this stuff, so I'm gonna go ahead and get this chocolate melted, and we're gonna sit down and we're gonna enjoy our chocolate fondue.
Thank you.
Want any of these?
Mmm.
I'm gonna try pineapple. You gotta put at least one.
Okay.
Come on. Blueberries?
I do like blueberries.
Okay. And do you want any pretzels?
No.
Okay. So it's cracker. I'm gonna get a pound cake. And
Definitely a pound cake.
one of these. Okay, start dipping. That's all that's on your plate.
Right now, what do you have?
You need to put some more stuff on there, man. You're making me look bad. Cheers! That's pretty good. You like it?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I didn't tell him too that if
Oh,
can you see it? If it falls off, you have to run around the house one time. Hey, I need a booster seat.
How do you dip the pound cake?
Break it in half, and then like stick, you know. Remind me to talk about Christmas Eve and no double dipping. You know,
Now, that was good.
when it's other folks. That's getting hot.
Those blackberries are good, I have to say.
This is double dipping. Are you upset? Okay. Oh, by the way, just to let you know, this is a tradition that we've started pretty recent in our family. On Christmas Eve, we do fondue. We have the meat and the cheese. We don't usually do the chocolate or the sweets. We just usually do the meat and the cheese. Oh, and like with vegetables to dip in the cheese, and olives and bread, big chunks of good, delicious bread. What else? Chicken, beef, pork.
Beef.
Sauces. My brother is like the sauce king. Like there's so many sauces.
We have, you said cheeses.
Yeah.
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 The bread chunks, really good, dipped in the cheese.
Potatoes.
Potatoes.
The little round potatoes.
Yes,
but that's really fun because there's a bunch of us, and that reminds me, like, there's no double dipping. Like the way we're eating it, like I bit out of this strawberry and then I dipped it again. Like, we wouldn't do that there. This is just because it's me and him. So there's no double dipping in fondue. And the
In a
other,
family setting.
yes.
In a group setting.
Yes. And the other thing is, what's the rule? If you
If
drop
you
it
drop
down in
it,
there,
you have to run around the house.
yes. So make sure you have it on your fork good before you stick it in there.
I'm going to try a club cracker.
Try it.
Mmm.
Good?
Very.
Have you tried that pound cake yet?
Mm-mm.
That's something else. The pound cake. Cakey this is. Oh my gosh. But guess what? I got it at the store. It didn't look like this, but
She actually didn't make this.
Yeah.
Believe it or not.
it's that easy. Like in the freezer section, Sara Lee pound cake, and they're really good, aren't they?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they're not as good as a homemade one, but man, they're good. And I cut it in half and got my cookie cutters out and did the little heart shapes, just, you know, because it's cute.
As long as you don't read the ingredients on the package, it's great.
Whoa. You also can put a little cream in your chocolate if you want it a little bit thinner, or you can do the fancy with the cream and the vanilla and the butter and chocolate and all that and do a really fancy chocolate sauce, but this is our mood tonight. We weren't fancy tonight, so just a quick melt.